This conference will now be recorded.
We did fix this issue. It just the indicator was replaced by exactly the same, except the inputs are not changeable. Because I want to run what you guys are running exactly. There you go. Getting hit there by the bombs there, yeah. Yeah, what you see up there is 2, 5, 10, and 30. By the way, yesterday 10 just really made a new high, 3%. We haven't had since then. I haven't seen it since 2018. So yeah. It's a TNX.X, I believe. Treasuries. Where's the treasuries? All right. What happened to treasuries? Oh, there we go. Treasury yields. Yeah, right up here. You'll see it. See that push up? It went over 3. Yeah. So now remember, this is live because this goes with the bar, so it takes that's 5. I think 7:20 starts updating Eastern. Yeah. No. That's Chicago. 8:20. 8:20. It starts ticking. Yeah. 10 minutes before the econ data. Any econ data, if any, are scheduled to come out. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right, we're in record mode. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Now. Yeah, I know that. Off we go. Okay, I get that. Pressure down. Okay, these are good. Coffee. Right here, Jack. Right here, and then we're good to go. Right. Okay. Pressure down. Two sigma. Yeah. Good morning, all. Welcome. Hi, Chris. Corey. I'm saying Bruce. Say. You guys go back and forth. Okay. Hey, Dennis. Hi, Tamer. Armando was here earlier. Please, again, you're not using last names. Can't do that with you, okay? Why don't you go out there and come back in? There you go. I gave you notice yesterday. I mean it. Hi, Hillman. Jack, Jim, Jonathan, Morning Catch. Manoj, you gotta use your last name, please. Mike Hughes, Peter. Peter and Peter, there we go. Yeah. Keith doesn't listen. I'm not gonna argue. Hi, Phil. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Ray. Hi, Robert. And Robert. Hey, Johnny. Hi, Samaya. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tim. Yeah. Maybe you'll learn a lesson. It's called the re-education camp. You can have it here. I can send you to North Korea. Take a pick. Buying 17s. Hold on, missed. Oh, not touching it, I missed. The window, I may have hit something. The window went down. Came back up. Window's fine. This is the Samsung crap. No pollution. I was trying to grab it on the Sigma level. Missed. I'm not gonna chase it. The level was 18. Look where it is now. Low of this bar is 03. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. These markets are vibration. You have to deal with it. So You're uncomfortable, step back. Yeah, you'll come back. Again, folks, I need you guys to sign in the first and last name. Please, because you're risking our, setup with there. Our agreements by law to where we have to operate, complying with SEC, CFTC. Thank you. Back to 41, 42. 36, okay. Again, no position there. Forget the price, let me see what you get is it. ATR is 24. Correct ATR, continuously, so go, wow. Huh? Oh. 25 again, coming back in, that's the inside bar. Hold on. Still no position. Yeah. Patience, my son, patience. Yeah, I get this through here. That's his way. So, yeah. Buy a cat. Keep it small. Keeping it small. 5 contracts. B is 67. Stop is 30. 27 is actually ATR right now. Round it up to 30. One more tranche. 10 contracts. Ooh, you went to 73. Oh, see, that's it. That's a late move. Yeah, sorry, that's bad. That's bad. Hold on. B is 73. Gamma ladder. Yeah, it's not going to be good. I don't want to start the day like this, Murray. Yeah. First level in gamma ladder is 50. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Hold on. Buy the tab. Hold on, not yet. Now. B went to 38. Big move, I realize that. Yes, 100%. Because first of all, it was rubber band. Also, I added on the size of tab. So I'm 17 contracts along from 38. Yeah. Come on, guys. 42, 41 is a lot of acceptance there. Especially 42, 43 actually. Go back up. Go a little bit more. Oh, you son of a gun. Go. Okay, hold on. It needs one more push on that gamma ladder. Come on, gamma ladder. Come on. Buy stops. So I'm getting some buy stops in the 30s, 35. No. B is 34 right now. Oh, come on. Dude, actually, it's not a bad area compared to acceptance of earlier today. Just this morning, that is. Okay, hit 38. Hit the gamma ladder. Went to 38 for 50. I sold. Last fill was 58. Hallelujah. 26. That bites soup for a long time. But guys, I'm done for the day. I'm technically done for the day. Yeah. Murray. Yeah, I got very lucky here, but I was getting my ass kicked big time. Oh, went private. I didn't mean that. Sorry, Jack. Hold on. Excuse me, Yak. Sorry, Yak. Hold on. Yes. There you go. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get on board the tab. They won't let me. Hold on. we're digging in on a downside heavy. Bought a tat, 5 contracts, second account. B is 18. Covered it. 32. I'm good. No touch. Yeah, flat. Okay. Here's the problem I had. I scrambled. It happens. Be ready for it. I did not cancel all my orders. Remember, Gamma Ladder throws a lot of orders up there. And I just opened the levels, so that was my mistake. So now I was scrambling to turn them off, and one of them got filled. Then pulled back. Now I'm semi-pregnant. So I'm in the second account and the first account. It was all both. When you do system trading, you got to realize part of it, you may have to intervene manually if something goes wrong. Okay, and so you got to understand the protocol there. And you can't confuse system orders with manual orders. Right? You see it on top there. You see the buttons there. You cannot confuse it. So you've got to disengage the strategy first. It may take a few seconds, maybe less, but hey, Alex, how are you? You got to disengage that first. That's absolutely crucial. Then you go flat. Don't kill yourself. It could get into trouble, please. Remember, the key value of this system is how it handles Chicago. It's not what's on your screen. It's what happens at destination. Okay, 9:54, we're going to kick in for the first trade. As you know, to look at my Russell, on ruble. You see us down here? I wasn't looking at ruble here. Oh, you don't see it there. Oh, you don't see it because the window. Yeah. It shows ruble is down. I'm sorry, dollar is down negative 3% against ruble. Since when? They're finagling this. This is artificially managed. Maybe Chinese are helping them. If anything, demand for ruble must have dropped, not gone higher. So yeah, long story. Let's come back here. So 9:54, we'll get two levels already established. The high and the low of the channel, 1354 and 13012. Okay, green and red. Green to go long on the buy stop, sell on the sell stop at 12. In between, do nothing. Why? No conviction. Yeah. Yep. Anybody watching this screen that we were showing you on GoToMeeting on a large monitor, at least over 32. I'd like to see a snapshot. Not right now. When do you have time? At least over 32, like let's say 40-inch or something like that. I'd like to see how you guys see it. Okay. If you would, that would be really, I appreciate that. And there's no urgency. ATR 43.5 now. Again, this still shows 47, but that's because of, again, 7-bar look back. We're not 9:51 yet. 3 more bars. It'll flush out this data from yesterday. You get a pure reading. I'm going to get here off of this type of data. Again, 3 minutes. It's a 46 right now. So it's very close, very close. Very high. Either way is very high. 43. Remember, the other day was 70 something. Yesterday morning was 75. Okay, we're getting to a buy zone. Be ready. Oh, no, hold on. No, we're not. No, we can't. We're getting the buy zone, but we're not at the end of our decision point. Literally. 943, 954. So we have what? 9, 3, no, 11. So we have another 3 bars left. So. It's been far more stable with the recurring wins, albeit small, but still one that day. So going negative. Remember, two binary. It's a binary, so you have 2 outcomes, win or lose. It's not going to be scratch. It can't be. You have commissions. But once we went further out into the number of bars to make a decision, it was more consistent wins. Yeah. But we go on the lower side, we get a couple of huge wins. But that's you can't bet on that. That does, if anything, that statistically you want to throw those out anyway. So the whole concept behind this was a printing machine, printing press. Yeah. Legal, yes, legal. It's a nice retirement fund. When you think of it that way, if it keeps it up. So far, hasn't disappointed us after 8 months. So, I was scared at the beginning. Remember, guys, I actually should rub my eyes at the beginning, and then you know. And yeah, hold on. To the downside, okay. 945. So this bar, I'm saying 945. So this can't be. This has to be 948. Yeah, because it triggers off the end of the bar. That's 948 bar. 51. 2 more bars, and we're gonna have a signal. So be ready. But here's the range. I don't know where this 84 is coming from. That's not mine. What are you doing? Is that the high? No. I don't know what that is. I know these two. Okay. Oh, is it this one? Oh, 87. No, I don't know what that is. Here you go. Pressure down. Yeah. 93 is yes now. 8. Sigma level. Okay. 1 second, John. That's right. 'Tick bounced. What do we have here? 1 second. 1 second, Yak. 1 second. Oh, I changed something else. By the way, change something else too, but we'll bring it up later. Let's concentrate here. Let me prove something for you guys. Yeah. Is this? No. Okay. So hold on, let me add this thing. Okay. I think I'm getting along here, but we'll see. We'll see how this thing works out. Wait on to see what the system says. I don't want to preempt the system. What is this one? What the hell? That's Yeah. Yeah. Camel ladder. Yeah. Guys, it should be on the long side. Yeah, it should be on the long side. Come on. Yeah, I see a lot of activity at 20. Oh shit, I left it there. Oh, no, let's just warm it up. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Jack. Oh, trying to fix this. Hold on, one more item I gotta add. SA, where's the other SA? Hold on. Okay. This is the one we're scaling. Scaling is 3. Go. All right, I'm back. Yes. Okay, okay, second try, second retest down there. Yeah. What does it say? No. Yes. Okay. One move. Here comes the pressure up. I need a diff there. Where's the diff? Where's my diff too? Scaling. There we go. Okay, good. Right now. Yeah. No. Hold on. Yeah. It hit exactly -3 sigma on 30 minutes. Most often watched bars for futures for large with large traders. Yeah, they love to look at 30 minutes. The scalping is too expensive for them. Where's your moment? Where's your moment? What time is it? 9:50. Okay, we're getting there, guys. It's 9:51. Next bar, we're gonna have a potential long here, guys. If it breaks out, be ready. I'm taking small long position from 14s. Yeah, it's not doing too well. Come on. Nope, it's not doing too well at all. A little bit better now, March. The big target would be 39.40 area. That's the DMC. There we go. One more. 32. See how it comes in waves. Come on, let's go. Come on, Murray. Let's go. Okay, went through 40s. Covering 40s. Flat there. Yeah. Right. Am I flat? Yes. But it's confirmed. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, young man. Don't worry. We're sending their cavalry. Yeah. Yes. Next week. They've asked for it. So. Yep. Well, you know, somebody we know is not there anymore. Yeah, so that's one. He's got to have a bigger fish. He has a bigger fish to fry. Why this place is warming up like this? Okay, 72. All right. What the heck? Let's go, guys. What is going on here? That's 9:54. This is it. Decision point coming up. 13,000 on the bottom, 54 on top. How were they thinking they're gonna get away with it? I don't understand this. I don't get it. Or they were so deep in trouble personally, they had to come up with a scheme to how to make money. Just keep your overhead small and be frugal and sleep at night. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, what happened to my TV here? Murray, what did you do to my TV? There we go. Okay, hold on. I was on CNBC. 17s, 19s are trading. Remember, that's where I got in about 14. Remember? Remember, I thought now it's coming back. Pressure up, pressure up. We got a trade coming up. We got a trade coming up, guys. Heads up, heads up. You got both active. Buy with a both on stop. Buy stop and sell stop. Pay attention. Matches these 54s and 13,000. The white dots are there. That's end of the decision point, beginning of the actual trade. See what happened? The white dot on top, white dot on the bottom. Going to 54, ready, get ready, Jack. Go to my third account. Okay. And buy a cap. Trying to get long. But a tiny bit, 3 contracts long. From 49, we should be hitting it. We're long. Oh, it was a partial. What happened there? Hold on. Partial again. Hold on. Active orders. Let's go to all orders. Unsent. Only 3 got filled. Yeah. Remember, this is on a simulation. Live, you're going to go through completely. Right? Yeah. Because it's a market order. It has to fill it. So this is simulation. Somebody didn't match it. So remember, simulation machines are not same as the live machines. So okay. I'm long here from, come on, 49. I'm from long from 49. This is long from what, 55? Okay. All right. So it's under pressure. But remember, this is that we had a partial fill. It happens every once in a while. There's nothing you can do about it. This is again, this is what happens in Chicago. It's out of our control here. But we can do the best we could, like keeping the traffic down and a good bandwidth. And we're running, I'll do a quick bandwidth test here, 1 second. Yeah, I don't. I'm running it right now. Let's see what we got. 17 ping. 906. Oh, wow. 76 now. Right. Guys, it's doing good. It's doing good. Hold on. I had one more tranche. 927 download. Upload is about 38. Yeah, this upload is not. Yeah, this asynchronous. 38 now. Yeah, 38 again. Remember, plus we have 3 videos right now running. All right. Okay. Hold on. What's our target? My target on Sigma channel should be 114 area. 114 is. Hold on. What's wrong? Is up here. Is up here. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. See when that 2 is? Yeah. This was a partial fill. You see it there? You see that? Yeah. That's a problem. But you know, in real life, you'll get filled. Why? There's plenty of activity there. Yeah. If you trade MNQ, it's twice as much. MNQ volume is twice of AQ. Part of it's because they're jittery small accounts. People get nervous. They do that. They overdo it. That's from what I hear from a couple of brokerage houses that have watched this. On a large scale, if you look at it, you'll see a lot of cats on their place, jittery, not sure what they're doing, nervousness, that kind of stuff. On a much smaller amount, yeah, because it's just naivety. Remember, 90, 90, and 90. Okay, 74s. Come on. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Hold on. Wrong account. Hold on, I'm good now. Okay, let me go back. There we go. Yeah. Throttling up now. Go to 96. Okay, I can see 13.1. I can see 13.1 from my house. Whoa, 13.1's undone. I took half of it out.
Just lie down. Stop it.
Somebody's mic is open. All right, hold on. Okay. Did it hit 112? What was the high here? Tell you what, close. 114. Hit my signal level I talked about. Yeah, I took half out. Falling up. Now remember, if it had full 3 in, where that number would be. Let me check to see whose mic is open. Murray. Okay, Monroe, good morning. Hi, Manouche. Hey, Matt Catch. Thanks, he's good job. Yeah. So Manouche's the only one who's that, but that's okay. It's okay. It's in different time zone. All right, guys, good. Doing really well. Let's go. Remember, we had a partial fill, and that's again, we were on the simulator. Won't happen on real time. It's a market order. If you're gonna get filled, it's not a limit order, it's a market order. Not too shabby. Look what it made. Yeah. I know we've underpriced this thing in this package, but we have no plans of changing it yet. Trial up, Houston. Trial up. Taking the second part out myself, man. I will have a size on. Out at 36. Plus 21. Thank you. That's good enough for that account. Allows 2 for him. Gamma, I'm sorry, greed is coming in. I'm looking for a G, yeah. Greed is coming in. You see the crosses? Yeah. It's getting up there. It's too much. It's way too much. Remember, what's that? I got long down here a little bit from one account. Then a second account, and then 2 of them ran in here. I took both out. Negative divergence? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Negative divergence on which one? I'm sorry, Peter. Hold on, Peter. Hold on. Let me see. Saying negative divergence on 20 minutes AI. Okay. Yeah. I see. Murray, which one? On here or on the with hold on, what are we looking at? OTFs. Oh, 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Hello, Murray. Sorry. Hello, Murray. Okay. You see, by the way, it's up. This is it up. This is the bounce coming in. This is the up. This line. Divergence here. But we're shooting up. I'm not following you. Okay, no worries. That's fine. Let's concentrate, guys. So you got to multiply this by a third right now, because it went 2 instead of 3. At the 3 contracts we're in, you could see You gotta add a third to this. So it's like $4,000 on change. Yeah. Remember, this, as Admiral was making a comment the other day, he says this is very structured. It loses a little bit and structured, tight. But when he goes, the games are open. Well, it's trend following, it's turtles, in a way, except much more modern. They were not doing what Richard Dennis was doing. Much more modern with tools and internet and all that. So I told him, I said, listen, I know you're a Roman, but can I ask you this question? Did you just figure this out all by yourself? So we had a little chuckle about that. Okay, greed is it. Yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, am I happy with it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm fair. I'll probably never be happy with anything. So, story of my life. Yeah. Just got to push that throttle forward. If it's not on afterburners, Daddy wouldn't be happy anyway. So I do this for him. Mm-hmm. He watches over me. I think he does. Yep. Spend my whole life trying to please him. Yeah. So he's happy with me. Pretty sad, I know. But he was such a towering figure. Nothing was good enough for him. You could teach a lesson or two to Steve Jobs. Yeah. Yeah. Tremendous person. Anyhow, but he's in a better place these days. Both of them are. Come on, Houston. Throttle up. I want to get to 4,000 plus. Remember, on 2 contracts. It's killing it. Are we positive now? Yeah, we're positive. Is he yes? Yes is positive too. 16 inches. Bravo. Frankly, getting bored here. It's too late to do anything now, but I'm just watching this. I'm flat, and those 3 accounts are doing fine. There was a one hit I had last Friday on one of them. It's slowly coming back and just can't push it too far. Never go all in. Yeah, it doesn't never make sense anymore. Not when the balls are this high. Look at we're at 48 now. This is a true correct ATR because we're past 951. That's 10:05 now. As you know, look bar back 7 times 3 is 21. So by 9:51 we're good. It's 48 now. It's not a joke. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys recall or not, this number was around 76. A little bit earlier though, right about top of the hour. It was 76. Pretty scary, yeah. It is a short-term vol. Okay, it wants to exit at 1360 as a stop. You see that? That's a BE, trailing stop. 1360. Oh, down here. Yeah. 1360 because of the entry. Yes. I said 54 was a order, but you get a fill plus the BE over it. So yeah. 60 makes sense. Yeah. These are entries. Those are all the entries. Okay. What happened? Lost steam. We're up 3,000. Guys, I would take some profit out. I would take some out, guys. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Why? Look what we're showing you. The greed. Can't go through it. Now sell programs are coming in. You see on top? Everything is red. So be careful. Take the money and run. It's gonna get worse. Murray, take the money and run, Murray. Yeah. Remember where the stop is. 1360. I know it's on cent, but it's active. The one gets close, it'll reset. Why? Doesn't get lost there. You know how many orders are out there you're competing with in Chicago? Yeah. On internet? Yeah. So And it's a market order. It doesn't matter when you send it. It's not a of that level, you know. So it's not a timestamp issue. Timestamp matters on the limit orders. Maybe it's going to find the second wind and come back up, but odds are against it. Yeah. He probably will come and test 78 first. That's the confluence of those two lines, right? The DMZ red, green and red. How do I know that? I don't. It's just a guess. It's just a probability guess. There you go. It's getting close. I told you. Look how close it came. That's a big bar. Respect big bars. Oh, here we go. Oh. Wow. Let me see here quickly. 1 second. 1 second here. Yeah. Yeah, that's MBS here. Right. I get it. I get it. So we go to active orders. Here's your active order right there. Yeah, sell two. Oh, that's what. Oh, yes. No. Okay, boom, bingo. Go flat. So we made 155. I told you guys. Okay, good. Yeah, this Friday, guys, I've got a happy hour get together with some friends. But it's early afternoon, like 3 o'clock. Right? So you know in advance. Yeah. For flat, guys, I'm taking a break. It's got union break, number 1. And Johnny's in charge of that. He keeps the count. This is Chi-State, Chicago. Yeah, take early, take often. You did? Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Yeah, this way, Jonathan, it hit me last week. Let me give you both modes. You decide when you want to move because each person is different. Why should I be saying that? You know? Yeah, so this way, and it also takes me on a loop. It's good to go. We also set up so that you could, it's recorded on your profile. So it matches our code. We make sure we get the right one and so on and so forth. So we're good. We shortly, but slowly, but surely we're getting there. Getting all the pieces together. Good for you. Good for you. Guys, I still need a testimonial for someone, but it's got to be here at least, I don't know, 6 months. Okay. Yeah, I don't want just somebody who's just looking at it right now. That's not fair. Yeah. I would appreciate that. And beyond words, we can only comment to you on grammar and of course typos. That's it. We cannot change anything. We'll send it back to you. You have to fix it, send it back to us. Then we will keep that email. Your email will be published too, because it's called transparency. That's my middle name. So I'm taking a union break. The union break Chi-State is you take them early and often. Yeah. Okay. Just like voting. So I get this fellow actually from China sending to me that I have proof that there was a voter, whatever, fraud, all that. If I give you that, can I have one of these packages? I'll pay you $100 for the whole year. I said, listen, you're only 2 years behind. You should have helped them in the court system. 66 lawsuits and 80 judges. Twice at Supreme Court. I don't think so. It doesn't matter what I think or you think. And no, you cannot have a package of this right for $100 for a whole year. No. And then he sent me a note saying this is unfair. So unfair about what? We're not we're now relitigating the past. So. All right, I'll be back, guys. Thanks. They're still live in the past. Incredible. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Thanks. Good. I promise you, I don't want to bring up politics anymore. I'm not a Biden fan, and I'm a Republican. So I've never donated to a Democratic cause, never voted for any Democrat. In fact, last time I voted was 2004 for George W. Not that I like his dad. I really don't like his dad because I used to read his dad's writings at Northrop on Soviet threat, classified stuff. Yeah, very smart guy. But 41, but 43, yeah. Actually, Cheney was running the country, and I respected Cheney. Plus, he's my commander in chief. Back then, this is my logic to myself. I said, George W., whether he's a frat boy or not, and if he's got a cocaine problem or not, I have no idea. But he's my commander in chief, and we're in 2 foreign wars. I'm going to vote for him. Period. Last time I voted, my head is like clear when you don't have a horse in the race. You're more objective. Murray, they won't let me go. Okay, I'm buying a tab. Sorry. They won't let me go. They pulled me back in. Long. Just when I thought I was out of here. Hold on. Maybe I'll regret this. We'll see. Hold on. 5 contracts. What's my BE? What's the BE? Come on, 66. 66 is the BE. Hold on. Hold on. Gamma ladder. Let's go. First level is 72. There's a lot of activity at 80. A lot of acceptance. A lot of acceptance. Hold on. Okay, 68. I'm getting my ass kicked. Hold on. What happened? Damn you. Hold on. Don't out. Taking some out. Took some at 37. Hold on. Damn you. Hold on. Yeah. Wrong moment. Remember. Now the system is not going to give you another trade. They're going to stop this recording here, first of all. Why?
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good afternoon all. This is Fadi Hamzi. We're doing a quick Q&A here. 1 second. Let me get my audio maybe off. 1 second. Let me kill this thing. Sorry. Hold on. Let me do this. We're going to start again. I killed that. That's good. Let me start again. Let me kill this. Where we start. Hold on. Sorry about that. Stop it.
This conference will now be recorded.
Hi there. Fadi Hamzi again. It's 12:22 p.m. on Tuesday, the 3rd of May, 2022. This is a short and sweet Q&A session brought to you guys by request from one of the members. And we thought it's easier to get more involvement, make it dynamic and interactive. And chances are we're going to answer some questions you may have or create new questions, which makes the knowledge base more robust and kind of push you going forward, right? And in case you stall somewhere. Okay. So first question is coming from Thamer. Here, let me say is this: can we look at the April max favorable excursion? Kind of trades that run up and down. Okay. Well, it's just a statistical. So let's go to the website. They'll post it. It doesn't matter what time you pick. What's important is a long view of things. Okay. Now, why April? Why not? Could be a bad time that type of market. Yeah. And you just have to recognize that. market conditions are not going to sit still and be constant. If it would be, a system can break them. And so they'll change. Also, some of it is because people don't know what they're doing. A lot of youngsters, yeah. So here's a 1 year view, and you could see now. If you want me to pull out April max end, I gotta go and make some changes to pull it out. Okay, I'm not running that machine as a back test. I'm just doing it as a actually forward trading. But if you look at it here, let's blow this up and take a look. This is a picture. Longer, more the sample size, more valid your conclusions are anyway. You see my point? And basically what it's saying is, and notice we switched to percent, which is much better to look at it. As you know, I'm getting ready to go to New York. So if I have a few very, very large hedge funds, and this is how they look at it. Okay, so we're refining the way we look at it. We get more educated, better accustomed to what my questions could be. But that's the distribution. This is about 600 trades. So that's a very decent, or maybe 700 trades. I think 696, 700 trades. So that's a fairly decent sample size. And you could see that these are winners and losers. Both are in there. We get to 0.3 on the loss. And then you have a run up. So if you run up to 0.3, we're probably going to lose. Okay. If we run up now, I'm sorry, the other way. If you go past 0.2 or 0.3, we probably going to have a winner. Chances are. The better one is like half. If you get to about half a percent, we got a winner. Because why? There's no red dots here. So if you circle that, looks like 0.4, 0.5 area as a square. Okay. We pass this point, we have a winner. Why? Stop management. Directional. So we're going to give some back, but still end up this percentage gain. So it's got, for example, it's got 2 days of 2% run up, of which it kept 1.3, 1.4. So it gave back 0.6. That's what this does. You need to know this distribution, where that is. This is a favorable. Now let's try let's go to it. We can come back, but let's go to an adverse. Also, what are we doing here? Oh, let me close the ones on top. Let me close this tick strike here, so we can have better control. There you go, and not waste time. Yeah. Okay. Back here. So here's the adverse, and you could see also the percentage-wise. If we have if we get a 0.3 or more in move to the downside, it's not coming back. It's a loser. So as long as we did 0.0 to 0.2, you have a fairly good profit loss ratio. You can get up to 1.5. So if you get too much of a drawdown, most likely trade is the other side. We got trapped, and this is where the most of the distribution is, right there. Okay. So we got some at the 0.35% drawdown and ended up being a losers. Few lower than that end up being losers, but as long as you kept it below 0.2, you get a pretty good payout in terms of gains. Look at that ratio, 0.2 to, let's say, 1.2 or 1.0, that's 5 to 1, 6 to 1. That's a fairly good, decent system. We don't. We just look at how do we achieve, this is a question from Arvai. How do you achieve same profit factor? We don't. They're not the same profit factor. They shouldn't be. You could be on some sample size, look like they are, but we're not shooting for that. We're not, no. So let me go here. Let's talk about these. Okay, right there. Well, they're not exactly the same. Okay, we're not shooting for that. We're actually gonna, anything above 60 to 7 to 65% is good. We're a little bit above that. That's fine. As a matter of fact, by the way, this is as of last night. We put in the commissions in. We took the commissions out. It was a little bit higher. But here's what happens. Notice our max losses. The only thing we're really controlling are max losses. That's all. Which is about, divide that by 3. which is not cheap, by the way, but that we don't make this market. Volatility is high. There's going to be time where we're going to have lower risk there and lower margin. This number is going to explode. We're not there yet. Had we run this 2 years ago, we would have been some crazy numbers up here. You know why? I used to trade with $1,600 of margin on NQ. Yes, 1,600. One NQ. It was eight times, 1/8 of overnight rate. An overnight rate was like 16, 17,000. So it was 1/8 of that. Or not 18. I think it was 18,000. And then what during daytime between 8 o'clock, by the way, daytime in futures starts, so you know, 8 a.m. Eastern, before the cash opens, until 4 p.m. Okay, that's why some people pre-market are trading, because they get the lower margin. It was 12.5%, so 1/8 of the overnight rate. You plug that in, this number has really changed in terms of yield. But let me do a number here. Hold on, 2,800 there. Okay, divide by 3. Divided by 20. So it's usually about 46 handles net. So that's how that's working out. Well, that's all we're controlling is how much our loss is. Now, why that? We got higher ATR. We have higher, the other option is to keep getting stopped out. So you need to keep a balance between how many of them get stopped out versus how many of them are runners. So, I mean, intuitive. Same thing you would do individually. A system is a reflection of the person who wrote it. So, like indicator. There's more vol on the shorts. Yes, correct. Well, I have no. What is it? There's a more vol on the short side, correct? Because of fear, right? And the strategy is pro volatility, right? But I've noticed, if I'm not on the days like this, what do you mean by this? Today, you mean, or the days you're explaining? More likely to fail break even because of the vol itself. It creates more chance of break even. You know, you just answered yourself. Yeah. We need a cone for the price to move in, okay? That gives us the highest return. For example, look at December 3rd. December 3rd, it was just massive one-way ticket. That's not realistic. We're not going to have every day like that. So what matters is this. Have some range here of around your win to loss ratio. Where's your win to loss ratio? Where was it? Not the profit factor. I'm looking for win to loss ratio. Is it the second page? Oh yeah, let me see. Trade analysis. Hold on. No, where's the win to loss ratio? These are efficiencies. No. No. Average. See the average value there? Okay. You can get a feel for that. There we go. Okay. So what's our win to loss ratio? So 1900 divided by 936. It's a 2.03. You want to have a winner of somewhere around 75%. The rest of it is money management. I think we're beating that. We're definitely beating that. I'm still looking for. No, I don't. Where's your win? Hey, help me out, Peter, if you get a chance. I'm trying to look for the win to loss ratio. I forgot where the hell is that. I know it's here. Average trade. No. Ratio win to average loss. Okay, here we go. On the short side, we've done better. It's 0.9 versus 0.4. Average win to loss. Yeah. That's average. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Percent profitable. Yeah. Our goal is to be around 60 to 70% profitable, based on what the system will, in raw format, will give us, and then add a little bit of edge by having a clever risk management. And it turns out, actually, it's doing better on the long side. It's 82. overall is 75. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point too. Look at what you win versus what you lose. Remember, it's a long haul. When you guys take a break, it's fine. But you don't know it was right or wrong. I don't know. Your buddy next to you sitting here wouldn't know. The gods of universe sitting at Stamford, Connecticut, or Lower Manhattan, they don't know either. It's just the system is just system provides discipline, and over a long period of time, these returns are had. Here's another proof right there. As a matter of fact, I went into more detail there. You could see how it moves. It's not a straight line. It's not a straight line, of course. And it's going to have a couple of bad months. This is February. That could happen. But that's the best time to come in. When it starts having losses, that's the best time to join. Guess what most people did? They left. That shows you how much you know about trading systems. Yeah. Now, when you think about do you see a difference in results? Yes. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yes, we do. We have run it by each day. We have not published it. Listen, there's so much stats here. You guys gonna feel like you got snowed in. Okay, if I publish everything. We actually run it by each day, and we've decided Wednesday should be off. Actually, in our variable, each day is a flag. Is it, and also, can we reverse or not? Can we reverse? What day of the week do we run? There's a lot of flags there. We did that early on. That's why the development time took a while at the beginning. Why? Because you want to take a look and see how robust the system is. It shows up that on Wednesdays we have a E of X of negative. That is, yes, we have a couple of Wednesdays that made money, but majority of Wednesdays it lost. The only explanation I have is being an ORB, open range breakout. If you look at the calendar, if you look at the news cycle, both the economic calendar and the also news cycle that we're in, a lot happens over the weekend, whether it's Comrade Putin or is it Comrade Musk getting some new financing over the weekend. So there's an announcement Monday. Boom, there's a move. On Fridays, we have non-farm payroll. We have expiration. What else do we have then? And then Wednesday afternoon, not in the morning, we have Fed like tomorrow. But so in the mornings, if you look at it, there's a big bias towards Mondays and Fridays. As you step into the week from each side, one day in, you have Tuesdays and Thursdays, they become less. But we've had some good Thursdays. If you look, as a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, we had an excellent Thursday and was a dead Friday. Just total sausage. Maybe people were leaving town. Maybe they left. I don't know. But remember, this is one summer. I've been saying this, that the rich boys, the masters of the universe, are going to listen to the kids, and they got to take them out of town because for 2 summers they haven't. Okay, so that's going to lower the volume. That's going to make it more biased to the upside and less of a surprise. Okay, because of the muscle. The issue is muscle. How it pushes this. It's the whales that move the market, not mom and pops. So, and then when you get to Wednesday, both of those effects are dead on each side. And sometimes you got reversals. The only thing I know on Wednesdays happens a lot is Wednesday of expiration. And that's because market makers are trying to protect their turf by looking at their OI and seeing what works best for them and manipulating otherwise. And sometimes they start with a shock. For example, Monday and Tuesday up and expiration is coming. I don't mean weeklies. I'm talking about monthly. So on Wednesday, they reverse course. And then late Thursday, they reverse one more time. So by twisting it twice, they make other obligations go away. Because remember, they're net short on these positions. The public is buying. So we're buying volatility, they're short volatility. So they finagle this so that they have at least payout or actually make some money on their OI. So that's what you see on Wednesdays. But aside from that, Wednesdays have not shown anything positive for us. Now, all right, I would say this. One day that could change. And we're watching, as we said in our user guide, we reserve the right to minor tweaks. Why? We have to, this market is, especially up here, market continues to evolve. You cannot live in a utopia of saying, and I did that value. I had that thinking. Back in the 90s, I said, I'm going to go, because I always was told, go and solve the biggest problems. Don't solve something else has done. You don't need to be a butcher. They've solved that problem. Do something others haven't done. Well, one of them was in trading, find the Holy Grail. And I said, fine, you work hard enough. You get enough discipline. You get enough programming done with the right computers. You could figure out a system that will work all the time. Once you get there, you retire. You're done. The machine will do it for you. I'm still looking for Holy Grail. That's not going to happen. Remember the premise. You find it and leave it there. That's not going to happen. This is the closest I've gotten. But how? You have to adjust slightly at the margin to see what is happening here. I suspect we go forward, for example, our window is going to shrink for decision part. It won't go until 9:54 in the morning, New York time. Maybe back to 9:48, could be 9:45. Our design started at 9:45. Okay, but that was August, last August. Yeah, remember we have published our schedule of what we have done just to show that we didn't just jump out there and we got something working. No, you could see, and you've seen it live. We invited you to look at it, and we said, listen, don't pay anything, just come and sit here, give us some feedback. What? Because it's a journey. Look what we've gone through. So we started before 9:45. It turns out now that we have a lot more data in, including 8 months of live data, you look at it and say, okay, so 9:45 is not ideal. So do we go back 1 bar back, 1 bar forward, 2 bars back, 2 bars forward? And the machine can do that for you. You need tick by tick, and you need a very fast machine. So I use the i9 for that with nothing going on the weekend. So there's no inbound. Once I get the data is good. See, right now, data is coming in, and you're dropping the back data. There's a lot going on in the CPU in the back. You understand how trade session works. We're not doing that. We do that on the weekend. So there's nothing going on. And it's i9. It's liquid cooled, and it's doing one thing. So then we set up a task of testing one variable for a given neighborhood. Okay, what set of those variables should be, and run it through and see what the numbers are. Then go monthly, go through monthly, and say, okay, what the variations were. Majority of changes we saw was for February. Yeah, because it was such a volatile time. Yeah. So, anything else? Do we have any other question? Yeah, say. Is there a way to look at the results of the system excluding these days? Sure. Yes, of course. Yes, you could have. We published that. Yeah. You got to do it. You got to do a little bit of manual work. Well, we publish it right here. You can see that. Boom, boom. Okay, so if you go there, there's a download file. Now, download file is I can do a sample one here for you. You can take a look. Of course, you can. There we go. If I do a right click, okay, that's why I extracted data, the strategy performance. Okay. Now, there's a trade list. You can go through them. Yeah. And that's downloadable, that file. It's pinned here. Yeah. What did I say they won? Guys, pull. You're not gonna damage it. Go there. There's your download. You click that, and it shows. This is. Let's see. What does it say? Yeah. See, NQ 12M44. Yeah. So it's 12 months using NQ for that. Because why? We also went to MNQ. We published the MNQ results too. If you go here, now that's only obviously auto trade. Go here. We gave a link there. There we go. If you click there, it gives you MNQ. Okay, and then that data is okay. So let's see how do we have here. All right, hold on. There you go. You have MNQ in there. You can download that and look at the data. Sure, you can. Of course, we're very transparent. Why? How else can we get your confidence? Yeah. No, that's not a dumb question. That's a very good question. Somewhere. Hey, Arbor, you can ask two. Second one's free. He goes, one for me, don't worry. You're a good man, but what can I do? Hold on. If you have 2 trades per day, first gets stopped out, and second kicks in. Is it success with the second? No, I don't know that. No, I don't know that. We don't care about that. You know why? That's not the way you look at it. Because the loser is there too. Right? You can't say, okay, I want to take the winner. So it's all trades. Okay, so here's the question. If you get a stop, we have two trades. No, we don't have two trades. We have one winning trade, but two chances. To get it this way, we have one winning trade, two chances. So when we have a winning trade, it's better pay for that. That's the second one. That means the first one failed. But in our accounting, we take care. We deduct the loss, the first loss. We have to, because that's how your account is going to go. Remember, it's running live, hands free. It doesn't know if at any point it doesn't know does the next trade is going to win or not, right? At best, if you toss the coin, it's 50-50. That's it. So, but if you lose on the first trade, you get stopped out. The second one kicks in, you win. You gotta have you gotta take care of the first one. That means you gotta cover that. So then you have a winning day. Now, let me say one more thing. It's in a it's also in a user guide very clearly with big numbers in your face saying it's right there. Potentially, you could have two losing trades. I believe. Hold on, right here. I think it's right here. There we go. On reversals, you could have two losing trades back to back. There's no guarantee the second one is the winner. Both could get stopped up. There were a couple of days in February that did that too. Very frustrating. The second could have no, not necessarily. No, that's not correct. Maybe of course it's not worded properly, but basically, if the system is struggling with the first trade, is the second trade the same? No. Why? Because you could come in at we don't know order flow. Do you know the order flow? Let me ask Tico. He doesn't know either. Here's the point, for example. Let me show you. Yeah. Let's say, okay, hold on. Let's say this. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's edit this. Hold on. That's a very good question, by the way. Here's how it goes. Okay. So we get stopped out. I'm saying this is the winner and stops out because it won one leg, stopped out on two. We don't want to take extra chances. Our goal is to make a little bit of money every day and then be there for the big run. Now, let's say this was a loss. Okay. And let's say this wasn't here. Why? Then we were in a decision window. So the first one is a loss. The decision window says go long, except this wasn't here. This was here. No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. I'm sorry. Let's say this is the decision window, except earlier. So you take a first loss. You have no idea the second one is going to be a winner, especially that big. Or on an alternative, you could have the rest of this as a second trade. And that was stopped out too. You could have two trades that stopped out. Why? We don't know the order flow. Nobody knows. Yeah. So 30,000 to start. Hold on. No. That's not how I would look at it. That's a good question. So am I good there? All right. The second one doesn't have the same chance. No. Why? Based on what? It's a random violence. Nobody can give you that. You know one thing. We have the same type of stop management at work. So that allows it to get out of control. Yeah. So because when you're individual, you don't do that. Like my friend the other day. Oh, it'll come back. Really? Based on what? You get the email I didn't get? Or you buzz a button and the guy upstairs says, I'll help you? It doesn't work like that. Who knows what comes in, especially Newsday. So you can't go there. And Friday was a Newsday. They just sold it. Now, so are we good there, all right? They're not same chances. There's no such a thing because we don't know what that structure look like until it's on a chart. Once it's on a chart, that's rear view mirror. You can't trade it. Your broker won't take the price. Your broker would say, tell me where you were here. Hold on. Your broker is going to take an order right here. Your broker will not care about this. It's too late. So you've got to do it back there. You're doing it in real time. So you can't go there. Yeah. It does. MHT opens up with the edge. Of course, opens up. Try edge. Yeah, I use the edge. Yeah. Or, yeah. here. No, I opened the browser. I'm saying I opened the system itself. Okay, so two ways you could do that. Hold on. One is before MHT. That's raw from TradeStation. If you run Elite package, you can do this. You do right there, go there and say, give me. That's how we extracted. Then I save it to MHT. See that? It says MHT. I give it to you guys. And we open it. Change your browser. Why are you having a problem? No, just use it. Here we go. Let me do it this way. Let's see what we have down. Maybe I've already downloaded. No, we don't. So let's download one and open it. It's very simple. You gotta be kidding me. Why would I put something up there that would not be open? Flavor, you're killing me. You're lucky you're not on F18 line with me. You would last a few seconds with me. So hold on, let's save it. Yeah. There's one. Actually, there's one sitting there. Monday. We saved that. Monday, 3rd of May. So let's go there. That's on strategy performance. Oh, I know where to go. Okay. Yeah, it's what's default is save it on the strategy performance, which is documentation, 10, reports, strategy performance. So see that? You go, we got one. So we want to open that. You click it. Microsoft Edge and open. Boom, it opens up. No problemo. You hit profit, boom, it gives you data. You want charts, gives you the charts. You want a performance chart, boom. Yeah. Now, this is one that's, I think is 1 day or whatever. Oh, no. This was that was the M contract. I mean, that was the H contract. That was from that day to this day, yeah. But here we go. We can go here. Okay. We're gonna save this. Now, what's our back? What period we're looking at? Hold on. That's simple. We're looking back 66, that's one contract, okay? Now remember, that's approximation back here. Why? Because there should be used continuous contract, okay? But that's okay, let's just take that. We're gonna save this and we're gonna put it on downloads. Let's just put it on downloads. Yeah, okay. And no, hold on. No, hold on. Let's do it another way. Let's download it. Let's do what you guys would do. Let me repeat what you do. Yeah. Let's go here and go to products. Okay. Let's go to one of these and say, okay, I want to download this one. I thought you guys knew this. I talked about it in webinars. Download this, it's going to save it. Right? See that? Yeah, you say keep. Boom. Yeah. You may have a harsh setup there in terms of security, but once you say yes, that MHT is fine, it'll do that. Open the file. You're gonna go there and open it up. Boom. You click on it, it goes there. You can see that period there. That's it. Now, if you come back, you can see it here. Now, 29. Okay. Oh, it's using. This is yeah. Make sure you flush your memory, your data. Make sure you flush your history. Okay. I'm looking without commission. This is without commission. I put it with commission last night. Here's your trade graphs. So you go here, and you could go up. You can see. Here's our post. Let me move this over there. Okay. See that? MAE percentage adverse as a percent, and here's your MFE, major favorable. And then I just blow it up size-wise a little bit on the screen, just so yeah, a little bit easier to watch. See that? Like that. And then I snap it, put it on a web page. The web page is a teaser, just to say, guys, these charts up here are available inside of these. Just go in there, take a look. And you can see the progression. We start with 4.0, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.4. Next question, please. I have no idea what you're doing. I don't know your computer. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, that's a Microsoft issue. I have no idea. Yeah. I can tell you, make sure it's updated. Yeah, I have no idea, sir. I wish I knew, but well, hey, open on the Chrome also. Try Chrome. Yeah. I mean, here, you can do it this way. Let's go here. I mean, we have posted a lot of data just for you guys to understand. We didn't take any shortcuts. I don't do that. And that's why I'm so ISIS. Yeah, if I look like my old days, and like a movie star when I was in LA, then I had no psoriasis. Yeah, this is different. I work my ass off here. I want to make sure you guys have it done. Let's do a right click and say open with. How do we do that? How do we do open with? No. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back here. That we did a download, right? Let's go download. Yeah. So we gave you a lot of data for you to look at, and hope that we will have a lot of questions so we can resolve it if any questions you have and show you why. Here's the one just we download. Look at the date. So I'll do a right click and say open with Chrome. It was originally put for, by the way, for IE originally. Okay, sometimes you cannot download that. It all depends. Using an app. No, more apps. Use Chrome. Where's Chrome? See, they won't let you. Son of a gun. I have Chrome now. Don't I have Chrome here? I have Chrome here. Hold on. Let's download Chrome. Hold on, 1 second. I thought we had Chrome here. 1 second. Oh, no. Okay, confirm. There we go. There's an update that coming in. Hold on. Let me get Chrome. Chrome, no, not Chrome Dome Station. No. We're not flying Chrome Dome. Yeah, that's a different problem. That's the B2s, yeah. No. Okay. Wow. Chrome Dome, download Chrome. Okay. No. Let's run by Chrome. I've run on Chrome before. Yeah, that works right. Okay, open file. I thought I had Chrome here, but this machine is dedicated to you guys, basically. And super duper, because it has to be able to run OTF. It's not easy to run OTF. Yeah, so let me get this is done. Okay. No, I'm not changing. Okay, now I'm going to go back here and say, no, let me close all of those. Okay. Oh, can I go here? This is Chrome, right? We're coming in with Chrome, so I'm going to close that. I go here and come back down and say. Okay, by the way, we had one little problem last night. I don't know if you noticed it or not. It's the way Amazon S3 keeps the name of the files. It's really a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay. Oh, it wants to download. No. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's just go there and open it with Chrome. I had to find it. An S in summary had to be capitalized. Chrome, no. Give me more apps. Where's Chrome? Are you serious? Huh? I hate you. All right, so hold on. Why doesn't it let me open up with a Chrome? Is this Chrome? No, that's not Chrome. That's Edge. And that's Edge. No. Hold on. I know you can open it with Chrome. Yeah. No, don't worry. But try Chrome. Chrome would do. If you can get IE, this was originally put here for IE, Internet Explorer. You can, depending on your operating system, you could download that and use that. But no, don't do that. So, but you can download it. Yeah. I mean, you're the first one who's complained that there's an issue. I'm not thinking there's anything on you doing anything wrong, but it's just really a function of what browser you're doing. Chrome should do no problem. Should be no problem, but why is it not opening it for me? Yeah, that's a Chrome. So hold on. How about if we open it as a file? Hold on. No. How do we open this as a file? Hold on. There's got to be a file there. History, download, bookmarks, no. Print, cast, fine. More tools, no. Task manager, developer tools, no. How do I open a file with this? Son of a gun. No, I don't know. Maybe I need to reboot or to register that Chrome is available. I just find it very weird that we can't do that. Let me come here. Here's Chrome. See what they do? Because of the competition, yeah. Google Chrome. All right, let me put this on the taskbar. There we go. I'm gonna bring this next to my other browser. Oh, but let's see, can I open with a, no, no. Anyhow, that's how you should work. I don't know. Try IE. But IE is old. You're going back. Now, why is that? It's because that's what they've done with 10. I suspect a lot is going to be rewritten in version 11 of TraceStation because it's going to be 64-bit, and we're going to be able to do actually a hell of a lot more. Which one? I'm sorry. Look, I did. It wasn't there. Let me try it again. Hold on. I didn't see it. You did see it? Okay, let's try it. Always. Here, we're going to go right click. Okay. No. You open with, it doesn't show it. It doesn't show Google's because our Chrome. Yes, I don't see. I don't see it there. On this PC, I can try that. Oh, okay. Hold on. Google, Chrome. Okay. Murray, maybe we got it. Hold on. There we go. Chrome. Okay, let's see. Oh, there you go. Bingo. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. So you can use Chrome. I just don't like to use that default. I used to, but since we got the Edge, we're basically a Microsoft shop because of my programmer team is basically Microsoft guys. We do a little bit of Unix, but not for. I mean, they do a little bit of Unix, but not for me. I'm forbidden that because I'm on a real-time timestamp. Yeah, that's what Unix doesn't have. So you could go there and then you open it. You go to the key to you need to, in my opinion. Okay. You remember the book I said you should want to take a look at? See, it's not having that. Hold on. Why is it not doing this? Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me go to summary. See, it's not exactly kicking in. It does open the MHT settings. Yeah. Something is off here. Is this up to date? Google Chrome. Well, yeah, it is up to date. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll try another way. What I don't know what else to do it. The MHT comes. Oh, hold on. I think it allows us, hold on, Excel too. Hold on. Let me do this. We'll switch to Excel if it need be. That's not a problem. Hold on. Let me go here. Let's do it this way. One second, guys. Please indulge me. Yeah, go here. Okay, get this up. Okay, now save. Okay, go to Excel. You can send the Excel in there. Okay, and so now let's say this is NQ test. Just so you can call that here. Okay, now. Oh, I don't have, oh Jesus. I don't have Excel on this. Okay. But I can get Excel and then get the Excel to you. I'll do another machine of Excel because I don't do Excel here. My Excels are over there, but we can save it as an Excel, give you an Excel. Yeah. Yes, the Google should do Excel too. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Okay. But let me see what I can do. I'll do a couple of them today. They can't do all. I've got a lot of stuff to do for next week. But no problem, Thamer. No problem. I'll get you the Excel. And then it's an Excel format. Yeah, it comes to you in format there. Let me take a look here on one of my machines here. 1 second. Just as a test. I'll do it right now as a test. Okay. And let me do this, guys. Is there any other questions? Let me ask that. And then I could get this thing there, but no. Excel. Save. Okay, boom. All right, now. Okay, hold on. Okay. Now, let me post that quickly. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it on the thumb drive over. Sure, give me a second, guys. Hold on, Murray. This stuff is not gonna slow us down. Hold on 1 second. Oh, hold on. Let me close this. My bad. Give me a second. Where's my? Come on. Oh, okay. No. No, that's fine. Hold on. Give me it. Come on. Yeah, get overloaded. Doesn't give you a file structure. Let's do this. Let me take any other questions. I'll go to, and then I'll bring it over. I'll show it to you. You just give me a second as we say that. Yes, I have. Yes. Yes, I have. Oh, yeah. But I'm not going to get into that detail. But we have, of course. Actually, we've looked at anything above 50. That's how the system has a setup that comes back and tells me how much we have to open up our walls. Because other than that, you suicide. You have two options. If the ATRs are up, no trade, or you have to open your walls. Or we have looked at that, yes. That was part of our optimization. That's actually, I'm glad you bring this up. That's what we looked at since like 1st of April. Most of month of April was on that. Because now we had 8 months, 7 months by then. So we knew the system is holding up. That is, we're getting positive returns, right? Now it's time to, so the core is good. Now you can do optimization at the margin. Yes, we did. But I'm not going to get into those calculations inside because that's what I used to do at SIBO. I taught volatility. That's get esoteric. Most of you guys got to fall from the train. Yeah, it's too heavy. Okay, the cyan lines on the left chart. Which one? Do you mean the dots or lines? I don't understand what you mean by we don't have lines here. You mean the dots? Okay, they are basically are there to confuse you. No, I'm just kidding. No. Here's what they're trying to do. At the beginning, you have a red and green to set up that's about a good question. That's to set up the channel, the decision channel, okay? And then you get two dots, and there's no more decision. Decision is done. So we start, two white dots, and two white dots here, done, okay? Now, there comes the trade. Now, once the trade comes in, this is taking IB high, IB low, center line, modified way, and these are extensions of it. You see this? Remember what I tell you? Number of my indicators are in there in that machine. Yes. How come we got here so fast? Because we didn't sit there and reinvent the wheel. We went with true and tested. This is in there, but modified. What was the modification? I'm not going to get into that. We're not going to get into some details. We will never plan to. That's not the purpose. The purpose for you to make money. Is it making money for you? So the results. Of course it does. Yeah. But that's what those dots are. So modified IB levels, and these are the extensions of it. That's all. So it shouldn't be confusing. Yeah. Green on the bottom, red on top. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. But that's a very good question. What did you have for breakfast, Damon? Come on. Split it out. What did you have for breakfast? Okay, why is it I cannot get to my browser, to my file system? Okay, I've messed up something here. All right, guys. Any other question? I will bring that file over because I don't use, I no longer use, I mean, when we tell you guys not to do, we don't do it ourselves either, right? We don't use Dropbox, we don't use that. OneDrive. So I'll bring it over. But I don't want this to go forever. We already had 1 hour. We're at 45 minutes. Any other questions for me? Is there anything I missed? Let me go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. And we can do this, guys. Like every other week, we can do one of these things where you have some issues come up. These are some really solid questions, and I'm sure would help out in your thinking. Sumai, do we answer that? Yeah. Yes, of course, we have that. Yeah. I will get you guys an Excel sheet. Absolutely. Yeah. That's easier. I didn't know you guys were having problems. You know, all you have to do is tell me. Yeah. Will I scold you? No, of course not. No, of course not. Okay. I'm going to reset the yes. Any other questions? Because I'm going to close the recording. That's all. And get you guys back in the other one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, okay. Yes, it could. Yes. Yes, it happens. Market is very volatile. Yes. Market is high. That's why you should overdrive it. With when me or Peter tell you, get out of Dodge. You should reach for your ejection button and pull. Don't sit there and see what more is there. It's not very smart to let 3,000 on the table, right? So when we say eject manually, eject, you do that. Just eject, yes. Otherwise, you're going to get that result, yes. Markets are very volatile, yes. Nobody can backtest the texture. And they're here to shake you. So you have talented people trying to help you. What do you need to do? Be a good, solid, obedient soldier. Don't be a general. Be a good, solid, obedient soldier. Follow the instructions. This morning, where were we before? I said, guys, get out. I got stopped out. Let's go through the trade today. Look at this. And we just already got one out, right? I'm saying this was a field error. I understand that. But you can realize we went to a peak. I knew the BE is going to kick in because the count is at 2. It thinks it's already made money on the first trade. And it starts to rotate. Look at the top. This high cannot get there. Why are you sitting there? Okay, it gets here, fine. Here. All this time to this bar to get out. Yeah, you gotta get out. Look, this is random violence. Nobody can predict this for you. It's like, why do we use moving averages? To find a trend. Why? Because data is noisy. Data here is noisy, yes. The machine is not as smart than you. It's not. No, machine is very disciplined. Why? It's a computer. Thou shalt do this. Now, personally, you could look the other way. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. I have an excuse. Somebody called me, so I won't do it. Not here. The system won't do that. System will execute. So when me or Peter come to you and say, get out, now what are you waiting? Why are you sitting there? Take the 3,000 and go home. So it goes, so we were wrong, goes to 4,000. Big deal. But you just booked 3,000. You see my point? Yeah. So. No, because this is a sim. If you run the live trade, we won't have it. You can't, remember, you can't have a live trade on a market order that doesn't get filled. So, no, it doesn't bother me. So it is running to a sim. We're going to have some issues. It could be also traffic. We're still using that machine over there. But the traffic here is heavy. We've reduced it, but it's the issue of how many other orders are going there. But the concept is the same. You override. You can always override. Add one more. This is what I've been trying. Once you get there, you'll get there, confidence-wise. As I said before, there are times you need to override certain things. Now, you're not running the machine on your end. You're actually watching it here. So you just add. You add the trade bot next to it. Here are settings to your machine or whatever is your trade bot, depending on your platform. You just buy one more. Boom. You make sure this is 1, not 6. Okay. You hit that. You click that. You're in. You're not 3. It's not happening as often as it used to. Remember. But it is a function of traffic on the line, no question. We have 3 videos going out. Yeah. One way could be you could you get the trade session run yourself. Yeah. And it's a live account. Boom, no problem. Have you seen Susan making a problem? Susan Phillips? No. She's a long time system trader. The benefits outweigh the task. So what do? You do it. When that ratio reverses, you stop. That's simple. Be practical. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm having a problem here, guys. Any other questions for me? I'm going to close the the video. We can do it again. I want to make sure I've answered everybody. No. Thank you for bringing this up. Thank you for reminding me. We almost missed this. Yeah. Stopping the recording.